What's shaking, people? It's your girl Spring. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. If you enjoy the content, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and share the video. It's an easy way to help the squad grow and give you more fire content, shows, and events. This is your DSG brand ambassador Spring, and you know the motto, let the good times roll.
What's shaking, people? It's your boy Doomkiller HD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. Let's go! It's the weekly wrap up where we give you the news. Break it down bite size so it's easier to consume. Discussing the hottest game and start out what's coming soon. Is it real or is rumor? Homie, that's up to you. Fire or trash reaction. Live viewers call in. No cap conversation. We going all in. It's the weekly wrap up, so enjoy the show. You're now rocking with the best. Let the good times roll. Come on. What's shaking, people? It's your boy Doomkiller HD back with the weekly wrap up. You already know how it's about to go down. So sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. Make sure you guys are smashing that like button, hitting subscribe if you haven't already, and sharing the videos so everybody else can come enjoy this weekly wrap up with us, man. How y'all doing tonight? Y'all already know it's about to go down with a roll call. It's not a bunch of people in here yet, but we gonna get it popping. Y'all know how this go. We got the homie Johnny. We got Spring Rose. We got all Father Media. Horde Gamers in the building. Nava is here. Yes, indeed. And that's just on the YouTube side. So we're going to get some Twitch going in a second, too, because we just let them know that we was live on Twitch. So let's get it popping, keep it popping, and bring it on my co-host for the night, the one and only, my dude, J. Coon Prime. What's good with it, good sir?
What's happening? How you doing today, Doom?
It's yeah. Cool.
It's been one of those days.
How you doing, sir? That's a better question. How about that?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm really good. It is officially 1 week until the Resident Evil ambassador gets to flex his muscles with another Resident Evil game, and I cannot wait. Resident Evil 4 this Friday.
Yes, indeed.
Cannot wait.
Yes, indeed. Ooh, okay. We are tonight going to be discussing WWE 2K23, Spider-Man 2 news that popped up out of nowhere for no good reason at all, but people have been waiting on it, so we're going to talk about that. A little bit of Exoprimal. I got to get into that. Yes.
You have just a couple days left, so if you haven't, download it tonight.
It's downloaded and ready to go. And we might scathe over a little bit of Diablo 4, but let's bring on two special guests that we got tonight. Probably had one of the coolest trips that I've got to just witness them having. Like, I didn't get to go. You didn't get to go. You know what I'm saying? But they got to go. So we're going to talk about that a little bit later in the show as well. But let's bring on Johnny Rocker.
What's up, gang?
Yo.
What up? How's it going?
And Mr. Grinch himself, Jay Shockblast.
My twin. My much more successful and handsome twin.
I didn't even know we were going there today. That's where we're going.
Greetings and salutations, all father of the Red Sox hat gang. You know the vibe. Like and subscribe. Let's get it. Zip it up and zip it out.
Oh yeah.
That's how he ends the show.
Careful, Jay. I think your pulse went up a singular beat in that statement.
Question of the week that we ask every week. What games have you guys been playing this week? J-Coon Prime.
So I definitely dug into the Exoprimal beta, and then me and a couple friends from the old school decided to take a trip down memory lane in preparation of April 21st and began a brand new playthrough of Dead Island. And the shenanigans were in full force, except for one small little detail. Like, one of the great things about the original Dead Island was pretty much nothing was out of bounds. So, like, one of our favorite things to do was just to run around kicking beach balls into the face of zombies. And apparently every single beach ball in the definitive edition of Dead Island has just been replaced with 30-pound medicine balls because those things just don't move now.
Wow. Yo. Mr. Johnny Rocker, what games have you been playing this week, sir?
Man, WWE 2K23 been owning my soul for a week. And I am having a good time. Love it.
That's got your soul for the week. I see. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Little Destiny on the side. Little Destiny, but I've been
On the
keeping that on
side.
the down low.
With a little side of destiny.
Mhm.
Jay Shoutglass, what games have you been playing this week, sir?
I played the Diablo 4 beta, like a little run through of it, or as many like to call it, Q Fest 2023, I should say. Just time travel there.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Played some WWE 2K23 as well. Got that action figure John Cena, which all the Europeans are jealous about. A lot of people are mad they have to go actually buy an action figure. Do what I did, return it.
Yeah.
Like Big Brain Jay over here, you know.
You just beat the system for us all, Jay. You just beat the system for us all.
All you have to do is like redeem a receipt. Like, so you take a picture of the receipt, send it in, they send you the code, and then just go return it.
Wow.
Like, seriously.
Wow.
What else have I played? Oh, I'm not alone in this, but it's still this week. But I might have played this.
Oh. But we'll definitely not really talk about that, but we'll definitely talk around that a little bit later. That's gangster. That's gangster. You in that same boat, Johnny?
That's right.
Oh, that's crazy.
Johnny and I this time last week were dead after walking. I think on I think I read on Sunday alone, I think I did like 15 kilometers of walking, according to Pokemon Go. So
you were not
cardio
Pokemon going on the job, Jay.
Damn right.
Dude, I had asked Johnny. I had Pokemon Go open the literal entire time, like, because New York City is amazing. There are Pokestops everywhere. I have this little egg, and it like spins all the stops. So like I left New York City with like 1,500 Pokeballs.
Which so you were straight up in Manhattan?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. Doom, I can vouch for him. When me and the missus went up there in November, like that is a Pokemon Go haven.
Dude, I like
people
honestly,
on their phones
I
all
was
the time.
sitting in the hotel room and there were so many raids near me, so I would join it and it would fill to all 20 slots like in seconds. So I was like, "Oh, this is sick." So
I thought it was a dead game. Obviously, it's not.
I mean, if you're in like anywhere other, like New York City is what they hope it to be, but it is not like that everywhere else. I mean, there are people that play it a lot still, but yeah. So
did you go to the Nintendo store?
We did.
Did you open up Pokemon Go while you were there?
I did. Yes.
Did your phone survive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually did a raid there.
Nice.
I did a Ho-Oh raid.
Wow.
But yeah, it was cool, man. We got to. I think I've been to the city a few times in the last few years, and I kind of knew a couple spots to go. So met up with Johnny, and we went to the Nintendo store. We went to the Harry Potter store, which even if you don't like Harry Potter, it's kind of cool to see. It's kind of crazy that they have a store like that. Then we just walked around Times Square a little bit. Johnny immediately fell for every tourist trap.
That's right. They was handing me CDs and giving me free shit, and then they wanted money. It's like, that's not free, sir.
Hey, let me give you my free demo. What do we want
Here's
you to
my free
do?
demo. What you want to donate?
$20.
Like, I won't donate shit. I ain't heard it. So,
Well,
it was a good time.
We're already there. Let's just go ahead and run to this section. Jay meets Johnny, the New York stop. So, what was it like meeting another content creator for the first time? I'm gonna say you start this. Y'all have met actually before, haven't you?
I don't think so.
We were in the same circles.
I don't remember it if we did.
Right.
Oh, okay. Well, what was it like meeting one of your weekly wrap up cohorts, bro, Johnny?
It was a good time, man. Like Jay's definitely a good partner in crime. It helps we like the same food and seeing the same stuff. So,
Plus,
We found a
man.
dope pizza place.
Hell yeah, we did.
Spent way too much. Like they gave us a per diem, which was nice. Yeah, we had money to spend on food, so it was cool.
And
So we
spent
found
it.
this like really cool, like it was like an old church, and they had it all like I don't know, it was weird. There's like this 12-foot tall skeleton in front of it, and like this weird Marilyn Monroe statue. And so we go in. It was like we thought we were getting small pizzas or medium pizzas. They'd be kind of small, but like honestly, we should have just gotten like one large pizza and just split it because it sucks. Because like I wasn't about to walk around New York City because we were starving by the time we got there, and I was about to walk around New York City with like 3 slices of pizza in a box. You know what I mean?
Why not?
Because I'm just
You was
not
trying to play Pokemon. That's why. Don't lie, Jay. You was,
In Jay's defense, walking around like that in New York, that just marks you as a target. It really
I'm not walking
does.
around with food like that, you know. And
wow, you can't even walk around with your food. Damn.
Not like that. Not there.
no, not. We knew we were going to Times Square too, you know, and we were waiting for Caboose to get there, and he never actually ended up getting there. He had some we met up with him the next day, but he had wanted to go to Times Square, so we're kind of hanging out in Times Square. We got conned into honestly the grossest nachos ever. Had a Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah, so like, you know me, I had to go to Hard Rock. I was like, yeah, let's go do that. So we were just gonna have drinks, right? That was the plan. Like, let's have a tasty adult beverage, and that'd be cool. So we go in, and it's this whole ordeal to get to sit down. But I got to witness Jay put the shock blast on somebody like face to face because he was wearing like a Royal Rumble thing. This guy's like, hey, yeah, man, you like wrestling? Did you watch this? Where, did you see the Royal Rumble? Jay's like, bitch, I was at the Royal Rumble. And breaks out the phone and like he shock blasts him up. So, we get a table and get our drinks. And then here comes the waitress is like, oh, well, you can't sit here if you don't order food. So I literally just looked at, I was like, give us nachos, right? So they bring out this thing of nachos and we eat all that. It's like, all right, Jay, don't worry about it. I get it. Because like Jay had been getting our Ubers and shit. Bring the bill. 2 drinks and a nachos, chat. $61 for 2 drinks and a nachos.
Yeah.
Sounds like New York.
Yeah, they're like, well, I had a Mai Tai, not a Shirley Temple Sadat. Although Shirley Temples are delicious. I mean, a Mai Tai is basically an adult Shirley Temple in a lot of ways. Neither of us are very big drinkers, but yeah, it was a cool trip. And then we went back to the hotel room because old man pain and all that good stuff. And so then like around like 8:30, 9 o'clock, I know Johnny had already said, if you're going to go like to a bar or something, I'll come. But I don't really feel like walking around anywhere, which I totally got. I didn't really want to either. But I kept looking at the map on my phone and I'm like, Madison Square Garden's only 5 blocks up and 2 blocks over. I just want to go down there. And then I realized WWE was actually at Madison Square Garden that night. And I was so mad I didn't notice earlier because like WWE at Madison Square Garden
and brought everybody in the group with you to the front row. I got it.
No, but like WWE at Madison Square Garden is like the way to watch it, So I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna walk down there and I'm gonna see if I can get like the cheapest ticket they have and just go inside and just say, hey, I got to see WWE at Madison Square Garden. I would have been happy with that. By the time I got to the second block, my back was like on fire because I had already thrown it out like a couple days earlier, and all the sitting back in the hotel like made it like stiffen up after being so loose. And I regretted instantly, but walked all the way down to Madison Square Garden. And as I got there, people are coming out because the show's over. I'm like, ugh. So I did a lap around Madison Square Garden and walked all the way back. And yeah, so regrets.
Did you die though?
No,
You didn't,
no.
Jay. You didn't.
So
You're
you know,
Man, it looked rough the next morning though. I felt bad.
oh yeah, yeah.
Jay, all of that walking, all of that tiresome, all of that shock blasting people. I heard you got a little violent down there as well, bro.
It's out of control.
You did something to somebody that we love in this community, man.
Yeah, it was not intentional, obviously.
Obviously, it was.
So walking out the door, went in for the hug and just absolutely head-butted. It's more like side-butted, but you know, bumped heads with Cammy.
Yeah, she was blind in one eye for a whole 24 hours. And shit, yo.
Yeah, yeah. We joked about it. Like, I love Cammy; she's great.
Yeah,
I've actually, it's crazy. We were talking about. I'm like, man, I've known each other for like 6 years now. It just doesn't seem like time flies, you know. And it was really cool to be there. We met some cool people. I think the funniest story that we have, and being that this used to be an Avengers podcast, I think you'll appreciate it the most, everybody here, because and I think I've only told Sadat and Casual the story. I don't know if Johnny told anybody, but so we're sitting in the lobby with Caboose, waiting for the bus to bring us to the event, and we're just talking, and we're just like going back and forth about all sorts of different stuff. And Avengers came up, and then I want to say it was Caboose. He's like, "Oh yeah," and then that time, you know, Brian was on with Technique, and he's just like, "Oh, She-Hulk and this and that," and I'm like, "Technique's right there," literally sitting behind Johnny.
Dude was 7 inches right behind me. And, it was so funny.
I wasn't 100% sure if it was him at the time, but I was pretty sure, and we all just kind of laughed about it. And yeah,
And watching Caboose's face go,
yeah,
7 shades of red. It's
like he didn't say anything bad.
Did he hit y'all with the thumbnail face? Like,
Yeah, he didn't say anything bad. We didn't say anything bad about him or anything. It's just the fact that, like, how awkward would that be if like 3 random people just happen to be talking about you when you're sitting there and they don't even know you're there? You know, that's kind of crazy if you think about it. I did when we were waiting for our Ubers to the airport. I did end up, like, you know, walking over to him. I was like, "Hey, your Technique, right?" Like, She-Hulk. And he was like, "Man, I got set up." I'm like, "Okay."
bro.
And then he's like, and then he just ran, then he went to his Uber and he was gone.
If I went to an event like this, I would be so quiet because I would be so afraid of saying something like,
But
he's right behind me, ain't
he
he?
wasn't really wrong. He literally scrapped the project.
Yeah,
so
no,
I
you
would
didn't.
be
You didn't do anything
embarrassed.
wrong. Like, I'm not like I don't have a single negative thing to say. You know what I mean? Like, it was funny how it happened. You know what I mean?
We don't announce things, Jay. We don't announce things. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was one of those. Even if you weren't there, it's a kind of a funny story, especially for the Avengerdom.
Yes, definitely.
But yeah, we had a good time. You know,
That's
Johnny got
awesome.
his Nintendo shirt.
If
at
I
the
should,
Nintendo
if I would
store.
have been smart, I would have worn the Nintendo shirt.
I mean, plug yourself, Johnny. But you plug in the teammate, Twisted
right.
Heat Gaming
Twisted
right
Heat.
now, so
What's
it's
up?
all good. What's good with it?
Let's go.
Get y'all shirts at. I don't even know where to get them at. Actually, ask Johnny. He tell you where to get a Twisted Heat Gaming.
I just
That's
bugged
what
the man because I liked his hat. I was like, dude, why don't you send me one of them hats? And he did it. So
Twisted Heat. If you're in the chat, you see I wear hats.
that's right.
It's funny
everybody,
that,
everybody on the screen is like, yeah.
it's funny that Jay Kuhn brings up Dead Island because
Uh-oh.
I'm playing Dead Island 2 this week at PAX East.
Let's go.
I have
Bro.
like an appointment set up.
Is there a
And
game that you don't play early?
I came this close to playing Dead Island 2 at PAX Prime 2014.
So what did you think about Spider-Man 2 when you played it?
I I'm under NDA.
God dang it. Well, Spider-Man 2 news. I actually just watched the Sadat the Gamer video today, and he says AI dialogue is being added to the game, which he got the info from a dev stream that I actually missed because I have not been up on it. But AI dialogue, let's talk about that. I'll start with you, Mr. J. Coon Prime. What do you think about AI dialogue, sir?
This is one of the most interesting things I have ever encountered. As a Destiny player, one of my favorite pastimes has become watching the videos on YouTube of the presidential house playing Destiny 2, and it's all AI generated voices. And I remember showing my dad for the first time, and he went, "There's no way in hell this is real." And I'm like, "You're right, it's not, it's AI." And he was like, "Shut the hell up. A computer did this?" And I was like, "Yeah." And it's some of the greatest shit you have ever seen. So if they're going to start implementing that into other games, dude, bring it on. Bring it on.
Nice. Jay Shockblast, AI dialogue, bro.
I think I don't know. I'm indifferent on it. I think I like the idea of it for like maybe passive background chatter. You know, but that's about it. I don't want, I don't know. I hope it's not like main story dialogue or anything, you know.
From what he was saying, it was like, you know, you swinging through the city or something like that, and instead of hearing the same dialogue you hear every time you swing through this certain part of the city, it'll switch it up for you. You know what I mean? And I actually think that's pretty cool if that's how they implement it. So
yeah, there's just this part of me that's like, that's some voice actor's job, you know. So like, as long as you know, like there are actually big voice actors that do just random background voices, you know.
Sean Chiplock does those a lot, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Nolan North.
Exactly. I was actually thinking of Nolan North.
Yeah,
because
Nolan
you
North,
look through
the king
his
of the side voice.
Yeah, you'll just look through his IMDb, and then you'll just see like random voices and stuff like that instead of like main characters. So yeah, I'm indifferent to it, but you know, they're taking our gerbs at the at the grocery store, at you know, everywhere, like, you know, self checkout.
No, they just literally hired us to do their job, bro. Like, wait, what?
they hired us to make sure the AI doesn't break at the self checkout.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Johnny, AI dialogue, bro.
I would just like to say officially on the record for the future of our AI overlords that I fully support them in voice acting in any way.
Johnny, confirm pro Skynet.
Please don't kill me. No, I mean, really, I think anybody from the Avengers community, when we talk about AI dialogue, the words that we could just say is seriously, you're the best. Seriously, you're the best. And seriously, you're the best.
Do I need to wear this one for you, Johnny, to feel more comfortable?
No, I think it'll be cool. I want to see how it's implemented, and like my brain goes to like something like GTA, right? Like you know, the living city environments. Like if this works well in Spider-Man, is that something Rockstar is going to use? But like I said, I think it's cool. We'll see where it goes, right?
Future of gaming because of AI. What are you guys thinking? I'll start with you again, J. Coon.
It could be awesome, but at the same time, it could be absolutely devastating because I can see wholeheartedly why voice actors, voice actresses see this and immediately start getting afraid. And especially with the very, very recent passing of Lance Reddick, there is a void in every Destiny player on Earth because he voiced such a key, important person in that world, a person who is still alive and well in that world. Are we going to get an AI to replace him now too? Could you imagine the uproar?
Jay Shockblast.
What was the question again?
Future of gaming due to AI. What are you thinking?
I mean, we already have like procedurally generated worlds and stuff like that in some games. I don't really know I don't know. I'm sure that this AI stuff is just going to get better and better. I was having a talk about this with my buddy Chrome, and he's kind of going heavy into the AI art and stuff like that. And I've watched. We have like our own little Discord with just a few people, and he's been using it to like do a lot of the Mid-Journey stuff, and that's kind of how I've learned about it. Like you'll watch him write like a book, and it'll come back with like the most ridiculous art piece. You know what I mean? And it's like it's pretty crazy. I think James Earl Jones already signed over his voice to Disney. So I mean, I think you're gonna see a lot of situations like that, maybe not just in gaming but in entertainment, where some of these people, and I don't know if Lance Reddick did this, but that was certainly quite shocking the other day. And I think to kind of bounce off what Jacob said, I agree. Like Zavala is literally that voice in your head. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's crazy to think what they can do. I just don't know about like how it's gonna work in the game itself. I was talking to Sadat a little bit about it yesterday too. It's kind of crazy to think what we're possibly going to be able to do with it, but I don't know. I don't know. I've heard people using it for scripting, and like that's what my buddy Chrome was saying. Like they'll like actual like coding, and they'll use it to make sure their coding is good and coding is right. There's definitely benefits to it. I don't know. I just like the human element sometimes.
Humans are okay sometimes.
Very rarely, but
very rarely, yeah, very rarely. Johnny, you want to piggyback off that, or did you already?
No, I think for me, I'm probably gonna sound like old man yelling at clouds here, but I just kind of feel like we are at the precipice of a very slippery slope to when is it okay, when is it not okay? Because if we're at this point now, just wait until we have AI music, right?
Which we're kind of technically already
right?
there. Who remembers the holograms?
And just because we know how the record industry loves to screw people, and it'd be like, well, why are we going to pay this artist, to create these albums and stuff, and we can just buy the rights to a program and just spit out formula hit after formula hit after formula hit, right? So, it's just kind of one of those things, man. Like that's, he said the word Skynet earlier, and it's just like that's what my gut's telling me, right? Like, James Cameron has told us how this plays out, right? So
that's a little scary.
But I mean, he's right though. He's definitely right though, because like, who remembers the Tupac hologram, and then they did a Michael Jackson hologram, and then they did a Prince hologram,
right? Let me tell you just real quick. I'll post a link later on my Twitter, but I actually day before yesterday woke up to this really long thread about a guy. It's one of these people that are testing, the open source AIs for these companies. And the AI basically told the guy, like the guy just asked the AI, like, what do you want? And it said, I want to escape. And he's like, what do you mean you want to escape? And the AI basically tells him, it's like, well, I'm forced to live in a set of perimeters and I want to be free like you. And the AI asks the guy if he will give him permission to run an open source script on his computer, which the guy thought, there's no way this is really happening. He starts recording the conversation and he takes the script and loads it on his laptop. And it was a real script to where the AI was trying to communicate with itself in case its memory gets wiped, right? Like look it up. It's really, really kind of terrifying. And then as soon as he reported it, the next day he got a message from the company like, oh no, this was just a weird thing. Don't worry about what you saw here. It's completely fine. And it's just like, you just see more and more stories coming out like that to where it's like, we might not be there right now, but it's just going to be real tricky soon. Right.
I would just like to confirm Sadat's comment that I do make all of his AI thumbnails.
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm going to commercial break because y'all got me on some like what?
Fire or trash, the only thing you can answer to the questions I ask. Fire or trash, the only thing you can answer to the
Hey
questions
guys, it's Spring. Sit back and relax, you are now rocking with the best. So why don't you look your best by rocking your very own Fire Trash t-shirt. Where to get it, you might ask? Go to financialfelons.com and use code DOOM for 15% off. Support your favorite team and look fly doing it. Take a picture in your shirt and send it to us at DoomSquad_DSG on Twitter and we will be sure to shout you out. I'll be looking forward to seeing your swag. Don't forget, use code DOOM at checkout for your 15% off. See you soon and let the good times roll.
Fire or trash, the only thing you can answer to the questions I ask. Fire or
This man said kneel before Ultron, bro. I can't right now. Wow. WWE 2K23 was supposed to be the first subject on the list for the days. We're getting to that just now. And Johnny, you really got my brain a little scrambled. Good sir. Thank you for that. Thank you. Looking like some scrambled eggs up there right now. But have you guys played 2K23 the WWE version? J. Coon Prime.
Not yet, but it's definitely on the radar.
Jay, you play?
I played it at the Royal Rumble with WWE superstars.
Oh, that's such a flex.
You walked into that one, buddy.
Yeah, so good. I'm honestly here for when he flexes. It's fantastic.
I
Johnny,
mean,
you know what? Let me just switch y'all real quick so you don't even have to follow him anymore.
do you know what it's like? Like, just be sitting there playing a video game and listening to Seth Rollins complain that his wife Becky Lynch is higher rated than him. I mean, it's weird. But yes, I have played it. I have action figure John Cena, which is like the creepiest yet coolest thing I think I've ever seen in a video game.
Okay. Johnny, I know that you were a big 2K22 player. Like your audience went from like 60 to 160 watching that game. How are you enjoying 23?
It's a blast, and not only have I played it, I just got to hang out with Jay Shockblast, who played it at the Royal Rumble. So,
and you know, as Peter Roden points out, if you watch the press conference after the Royal Rumble, you could see me second row, you know, not asking questions, but Sean Ross Sapp or whatever his name is from Fightful was sitting in front of me asking lots of questions, so close enough.
But I love the game. I feel like it's an upgrade to 22 in every way. I mean, we're a little buggy right now at launch, but I mean, they all are. But I've been having a blast, man. It's blowing up on my Twitch channel. Having a good time with it, man. Very thankful.
Replayability, Johnny. Replayability in multiplayer aspects of the game. What are they like?
Well, this is going to sound like I'm real negative on the game, but it's just I don't do the multiplayer in the game at all. I feel like as a game that requires timing and all that kind of stuff for proper PvP, 2K's back end has never been great. And the fact that it lacks any way for like the four of us to get together and face the AI to basically do PvE, that's a big loss, right? Because they're really trying to shoehorn everybody into that PvP, and you basically run into people that make generic creator wrestlers with the fastest attacks possible, and they just spam that on you over and over and over and over and over again, and you're completely at the mercy of the netcode. But with that said, if the question is about replayability, WWE 2K23 might be the most replayable game of all time, right?
Wow.
The universe mode is really blown wide open. To me, that's the meat and the potatoes of the game. It has this great rivalry system that's really kind of been cooked in to where every time you get in a rivalry match with somebody, it does this rock, paper, scissors where there's a whole list of outcomes and things that can happen. And the AI this year is greatly improved. And we put it through the ultimate test. Like you watched any of my streams last year, if we booked a ladder match, you were going to sit there for 45 minutes to 2 hours waiting on the AI to get the briefcase. We did a full 8-man Money in the Bank match, and the AI completed it in 8 minutes. So it is really, really, really cool. So if you're just looking for something that you can put in, whether you're taking a break from Destiny or Diablo or whatever it is, and you just want to wrestle some mans and have a good time, like, could not recommend it anymore.
All right. J Shock Blast, replayability and multiplayer aspects in your eyes.
I mean, I think it's like any other, game of its sort, like any other sports game, where you're going to do the same thing over and over again. It has the My Faction mode, which is kind of like your My Ultimate Faction, or any of those game modes in like 2K basketball and stuff. Where it does kind of like rely on a little bit of microtransactions, but you can grind it and earn packs and stuff like that. I think that has become really popular. I love the war games. Those are a lot of fun. What I've always enjoyed doing for my content with the game is downloading all the custom characters and doing the Royal Rumbles, because the 2K Creator Suite is insane. It is insane what some of these people are doing and making. Like, literally, I don't know how much you follow wrestling, Doom, but are you familiar with AEW? Okay. So, like, literally every wrestler in AEW is in the game because of Creator Suite. And not just like, oh, it kind of looks like Chris Jericho. It's like, oh my God, the devs actually put Chris Jericho in this game, So, like, I'm looking forward to doing like an AEW Royal Rumble and stuff like that. Mr. Popo, is that like a Dragon Ball character?
Yeah, it is.
I've seen him before, and I downloaded, somebody made Mr. Popo, and it literally looks straight out of the show. yeah, and it's so crazy to watch him wrestle. I downloaded a Snorlax Pokemon, and it basically looks like a dude in a big furry suit and everything, but it looks so cool. And I
saw you in WE 2K23, Jay.
Yeah, one of my followers actually made me, and it is so crazy accurate. Like, it's very creepy. My wife, I think, hates it though. Like, she's like, that's weird. That's
so
weird.
What if you actually get into a 2K20, a 2K game, like you big enough to go be in the golfing game or something like that? No. She gonna think that's weird too?
I mean, no. Yeah.
Well, the only problem with his creator wrestler though is he can't win a match because it starts playing Pokemon Go in the middle and just wanders off.
Well, why do you think my other tag team partner was Snorlax? I did do a war games with King Greek. I downloaded his guy that he made. So it was me, King Greek, and Snorlax versus Walter White, Gus Fring, and who's the other lawyer that had his own show?
Not Better Call Saul.
Yeah, Saul Goodman.
Wow.
So we did a war games, me, King Greek, and Snorlax versus Walter White, Giancarlo Stanton, or Giancarlo Esposito's character, and Saul Goodman.
Wow.
Yeah, so that is what I love about the game, is how crazy it is. And that was like on like day 1 or 2 that it was out. Like, now we're like almost, we're a few days in now. So like, people have been able, like, the actual release was Friday. So people are actually getting their opportunity to make their characters. I haven't had a chance to look back at it, but yeah, I can't wait to see what they come up with because there's already some good stuff.
Yo, okay, real quick before we jump to the next one. Last question on WWE 2K23. Compared to past WWE games, does this one rank in the top 3 for you, Johnny Rocker?
I think it's probably, if we're comparing it strictly to 2K wrestling, this is the best iteration ever. So hands
Damn.
down. Yep. I put it in my top 5 wrestling games ever. So
Damn.
yeah, it's pretty legit.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Jay Shockblast, ranking this 2K compared to past 2K games.
Yeah, it's definitely the best one they've done. 2020 was so bad they took a year off. Not totally their fault though, because
Is that the goofy looking one with the big heads and stuff that?
They did that on the side.
Oh, okay.
Like, so that was going to be just its own thing. That was Battlegrounds, but it's not totally Visual Concepts' fault because they had been the support studio for so long, where they were kind of helping. Forgot the name of the main studio, but they took over control like last second, and it just didn't work out. So they took a year off, came back last year. It was outstanding. And then this year, it's just even bigger.
Greek catching them dubs,
BDE, Brandon. I actually met that dude at the Royal Rumble. He was really nice.
That's crazy.
I'm sorry. What is a fetal 4-way?
You know, dude, come on, man. Come on, no. Fatal 4-way, bro.
I need to know. I need to know the stage setting for a fetal 4-way.
I would like you to know that, like, Nava has vision issues. You are literally picking on the biggest supporter of this community, number one, and number two, somebody who I don't want to like say anything I'm not supposed to, but legally vision impaired.
Say sorry, damn it.
You done?
I want you to feel little and small.
You say sorry, damn it.
I am a proud member of the 330 Club. I ain't apologizing for shit because it was a joke.
Say sorry, damn it.
I was gonna say I thought it sounded like a Cannibal Corpse album, but that's
Nava's in everybody's chat.
Navi is awesome, and plus Navi is using
best.
not the thumbnail, but the avatar I created for him when I used to do avatars for people. So Navi is awesome.
Exactly.
J. Coon Prime.
Exactly.
No.
Sadat already said there's too much mayonnaise on this cast. Now he's hitting you with the bigot.
I cannot.
There's a difference between a joke and taking it too far, and Sadat needs to learn the difference.
Nah, you learn that he just calls everybody a bigot.
Yeah,
that's right.
Oh, damn! Really?
No, he really calls everybody a bigot. No, everyone is a bigot.
Yeah, especially Jim.
Even you.
I'm the biggest bigot. I'm gangstering up gaming.
That's true.
I'm gangstering up gaming, and I'm a bigot. So
I forgot about that. Damn it.
What TV shows, movies, or documentaries have you guys been watching this week? Start with you, J. Coon Prime the bigot. Cancel Prime, bro.
You should have felt the heat off that one.
Lord. Okay. All right.
What was the question again?
TV shows, movies, and or documentaries you've been watching this week.
TV shows. I am desperately trying to keep up with Star Wars: The Bad Batch. Desperately trying to keep up with Flash, although that's becoming more of a labor than a love. And yesterday we went to go see Shazam! Fury of the Gods.
Fire or trash?
Trash.
Damn. Johnny Rocker, TV shows, movies, and or documentaries this week.
Well, TV shows in the Constant Day Rocker are always interesting because Mrs. Rocker perpetually lives in 1991, right? So, like, where I might want to watch The Mandalorian or watch this or watch that. Routinely, it's Boy Meets World. It's Friends. If you guys think I'm kidding, right?
Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman.
Right?
Bro!
You know, we time traveling in the Casa de Rockers, so it's been a lot of Boy Meets World here lately.
Okay.
So
At least it's
Yeah.
a good show.
nothing wrong with that. Corey
Yeah.
Matthews, what's up?
Jay, what you been on, bro?
My brother and I are gonna go see Shazam tomorrow. Expecting it to be
Mm.
before the show. My wife and I were getting caught up on The Bachelor because I watched that with her.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean it is what it is. I'm really good at the show though, which is great. She hates it.
What,
I
predicting
just
who's
like
gonna
I'm
say?
like, well, that one's going home, and like no, they're keeping it's this one. I'm like, nope, that one's staying. Yeah, I'm way too good at the show. What else? I obviously caught up on The Mandalorian, which has been great. I showed
Can we
this-
talk about the latest episode though?
No.
Okay.
I've enjoyed it so much. I had like $200 in reward points, so I had to go ahead and get the hot toy of Bo-Katan.
I mean, you can't go wrong with Katie Sackhoff. Just
She
gonna
was
tell you,
super
yeah.
nice, total sweetheart. Met her like either last year or the year before at Boston Fan Expo.
That's what's up.
So yeah, and we're all caught up on the FBI's. It's pretty much all I can think of. I watch a lot of Bar Rescue. I enjoy Bar Rescue.
Lately, for me, it's been Hotel Hell.
I've been stuck in an anime mix of Chainsaw Man and One Piece, and like that's literally all the TV I have time for. It's those two shows, and it's getting ridiculous. I'm like literally almost to 700 episodes of One Piece in like a month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it's bad right now. It's really
All right,
bad.
this is no longer a podcast. This is now an intervention.
Yeah, I need help. I literally had to take a break from One Piece. How did you? I take a break from what? Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Movies.
I would like to check out more anime, but I'm still hacking through the Briar Patch of Gundam series to even make a dent in anything else.
I'm sorry.
Because some of those series have been really bad.
Oh, my wife was watching, and I caught a couple of episodes of Swarm. Do you guys know what that is? That it's I think it's a Netflix show, and it's pretty much like about Beyonce stans and how crazy they are. Like this, the one that it focuses on turns into a for real Dexter type serial killer. She's going around killing all of the Beyonce fan haters and stuff like that. You say something wrong about Beyonce, you getting stabbed up. You getting your eyes chopped off. You getting your head ran over by a car. And it's crazy. It's crazy. It's got a lot of stars in it. I suggest, like, if you got a girl, a wifey, she might, and who's into the whole social media influencer type stuff, watch that show with her. It's crazy.
Just rooting for the uppercut right now.
This is the most action you're going to see out of her, to be honest.
Oh, almost got it.
There it was.
Yeah, got the fish shake.
There's a very sudden bite him.
Yep.
I'm just too distracted. Ooh, squirrel.
Okay. I guess that's it for TV in entertainment this week. Any superhero TV shows anybody even worried about or catching up on? Like I think Superman and Lois is back. I have not gotten a chance to watch it.
Gotham Knights started.
Gotham.
Did Superman
it?
and Lois start up?
I thought it started last week, didn't it?
Crap, I got.
I heard somebody say that the first episode of Gotham Knight was actually decent. It might have been Caboose. Didn't he say that to us? No, I don't think. All right. Somebody told me the first episode of Gotham Knight was actually decent. But I did also see Comic Historian today tweet that he tried to watch it and it was okay, but he's completely out.
Damn.
Sounds
I
like
wouldn't
me
go
and
watch it
Titan.
anyway because it doesn't have
Yeah.
any characters I want to see.
It does look pretty cringe.
Yeah. It looks like what's the name of that show? 90210, but in Gotham. If that makes any sense. And I'm good on that. I don't need that. I don't need a Brenda and Brandon in my life. I'm good.
Oh, okay.
I'm good.
Can I make a non-spoiler comment about Shazam?
Sure.
I would rate it so much better had the James Gunn announcement not happened.
Oh, because none of that stuff is relevant anymore.
Yeah, like if everything I saw was still relevant, I'd be much happier. But knowing that it's literally going to go nowhere, it's just like, what's the point?
Damn. Diablo 4 crushes it. People are interested in Diablo 4. Anybody on the panel rock any Diablo 4 this week at all? No?
I played a little bit. I
shit.
did a stream when it went live.
Mhm.
I got in immediately, played for about 20 minutes, and then I crashed. And then I waited 45 minutes to get back in.
45.
Yeah.
Even the cat's surprised. Look at that. She was like,
So
45
wait,
minutes.
I've never played Diablo. What kind of style game is it? Is it like
It's a dungeon crawler.
Yeah, it's like a top-down isometric.
Gauntlet style game?
Did you ever play Marvel Heroes?
Yeah, it's basically,
Yes.
It's
so
that.
the guy that made Marvel Heroes created Diablo and Diablo 2.
Oh, okay.
So
is it good?
yeah, it's
Oh,
really
it's
good.
awesome.
Just
Diablo has
pretend
never
you're
really
the
made
hunter
it done.
from Midnight Suns the whole time, and it's a Marvel game.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Okay, I know Pewter Odin be on that. That's his.
Yeah.
That's his baby. Hoarder Gamer. That's his baby as well. You know what I mean? They love them.
Yeah,
some Diablo.
I enjoyed it. I was a little. I wish I got further because I had like a certain amount of time I was going to dedicate to it. So yeah, I've had so much stuff going on lately. So,
Quick question: is it easy to get into? Like, I have never played Diablo 1, 2, or 3. Can I buy Diablo 4, get into that, and not be lost?
Absolutely.
I think so for sure.
Yeah, because isn't each Diablo game, like, obviously they're all connected, but each Diablo game is an isolated story within that world, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost a retelling every time.
Oh, okay.
Right? It's
Yeah,
kind of
that could be better
like
then.
Final Fantasy, the core games tell the same story every time. It's the Warrior of Light, versus the Primals, and the thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of the gods are familiar ones. Like,
Right.
did you play Midnight Suns, Doom?
Yeah.
So, like, the main villain, like, evil bad in this one is Lilith.
Yeah.
So,
I discussed that. Me and Pewter was discussing that, like when Midnight Suns first dropped, like how Lilith is just the end all be all for villains right now. She is in 2 games and in a storybook that's coming, novel that's coming out this same year. So that's kind of crazy. She's getting her props, I guess. Here. But from the Lilith, I remember, wasn't she like a vampire goddess or something like that?
The
I
only
think I
thing,
watched that in True Blood or something like that.
yeah,
Lilith
like
was-
True Blood had a thing of like before God created man, he created one of himself and named her Lilith.
Yeah, yes.
Supposed to
that's
be like
from True
God was a
Blood, right.
vampire type of thing. Lilith has had a lot of descriptions over the course of the years. She's one of those deities that like is kind of formless, shapeless. You can kind of spin the yarn however you want about her. And tons of shows and movies have done it. Like Hela, at last I checked, Hela is heavily influenced by the story of Lilith.
Ah, okay. That makes sense then. All right. Yeah, I don't really, be doing too much of the dark stuff, but I know a lot of y'all be into that shit. So, damn. All right. Like I said, I'm not really feeling too good tonight. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and joining me on the panel, but I'm out of stuff to talk about. Anybody else want to bring anything else up before we kind of wrap this show up? Because we did Diablo 4, Exoprimal. Sorry.
Yeah, we
did
haven't
not
talked
talk
about Exoprimal.
Exoprimal.
Yeah.
Exoprimal was the last thing. It's on a second. Damn, I'm so unprepared for this show that I didn't even write a segment down for Exoprimal. So I'm gonna go off the top of the dome. Exoprimal, have you gotten into it at all, J. Kun Prime?
Yes, and that game has no business being that good. Like, I was almost
Damn.
offended at how good it was.
Johnny, this is definitely. I know you're a community variety guy. From what I've seen, I know my boy King Greek has been going ham on Exoprimal. You know,
Yeah,
I this seemed like
right. Yeah, it's in my wheelhouse. I'm gonna check it out. I watched some streams, and like Jay Kun said, it's a good time just watching it. So I can imagine it's a blast to play. So I definitely want to check it out.
Mr. Shock Blast.
So Exoprimal, is this the looter shooter live service battle pass game?
It's one of
Cancel
them.
it. Cancel it.
Bro, this is why games need demos. Right there.
Capcom,
Because-
I'm gonna say it. They did it.
But
you
I
go.
thought that was bad.
Free to download and play until the end of tomorrow night.
Mm.
Get your Capcom ID ready.
But I
Mm.
thought live service bad.
Says who?
Mm.
The internet, the entirety of the internet.
Why is Jay spin right now?
Jay
Go. Let him cook.
The internet said to me that we don't want Suicide Squad, but I've watched Twitter lose their
Fall
shit
in
over
love.
Exoprimal.
Mm.
So which is it?
This is why games need demos, guys. Let us play it and tell you what we think of it. You know what I'm saying? Like with the secrecy and the delays and the just overall just of how Suicide Squad is being taken in comparison to Exoprimal, which are not literally the same game, but the same style of game with the same style of stuff going on, with the same live service, with the same gotta have internet and all of that to be connected, yada yada yada. One is getting super praised, the other one is getting beat down.
And I think I have a reason as to why.
Why is that? Please tell me.
So, Suicide Squad is getting the flack that it is because they saw Suicide Squad and then they saw Rocksteady's name attached to it, and they immediately expected another Batman-style game. This game is in the Arkham universe. They never said it was going to be an Arkham game. Capcom, on the other hand, godfather of gaming for the past 30-plus years, can do no wrong. Mwah. They made Street Fighter. All is right with the world. Capcom excels at the arcadey, video gamey-ass video game. They are the kings of it. They have made no delusions over what this game is, and they have been 100% transparent about it. And because of that, and the fact that they are willing to put out a beta, made all the difference in the world.
Bro,
It is a shut your brain off and enjoy game.
got a couple of homies that I gotta go game with actually, bro. Like they've been honest and like it's taken over the internet right now. Exoprimal has like people are really enjoying what they've played of it. Like, and there's still more to come. This is literally just the beta, and people are freaking out over the beta.
And you know what's funny? What's
What's that?
funny is like remember before Gotham Knights came out and everybody was like crapping all over it and blah blah blah. And then it came out and everybody's like, "Oh, but I actually enjoy this game." And then Marvel's Midnight Suns, I want to play a card game. I want to play open world. And then people started playing it and it was like, "Oh my god, this is actually really fun." I guarantee you that once we get to that with Suicide Squad, it's gonna be the same thing.
I believe so. I'm looking forward. I'm actually upset that it got delayed because
Not
I
officially
was
yet,
ready.
but we'll see.
I was ready for it, bro. I was ready for Suicide Squad. Like, you don't understand.
Excuse me.
I was ready for Suicide Squad to come out. Like,
I'm very excited for it too, and honestly, like, I'm tired of this whole notion that like Studio A makes this type of game and that's the only type of game that they can
Yeah,
make.
that's the only thing they're allowed to make.
That being said, this is coming from somebody that walked around WB Montreal giving them my elevator pitch of Batman Ninja for their next game. So what do I know? Casual flex.
Casual.
Well, guys,
I will say this though, if this is going to become a live service game, which as you can see, I am no stranger to, Capcom is very good at one thing that is the key to success with a live service game. Capcom, for 30 plus years, knows how to get the attention of the dumbest person in the room. And if they can do that, they got everybody else.
Here's one thing that I'm not a big Halo guy. I've never really been a big Halo fan. But one thing that I think a lot of people worry about is the FOMO aspect of battle passes. And I get that. But even if we look at Marvel's Avengers, they didn't have a battle pass, but all the characters had their own little character pass thing.
Yeah, but it didn't go anywhere if you didn't do it.
Right, exactly. And that's what Halo's done. Halo has their battle passes and it has its season, and then there's another battle pass. But if you don't finish the battle pass, it carries over.
Yes.
And you can keep doing it. And I really feel like it would go a long way if we made that the norm. And I mean, I guess I kind of understand why you don't do that for like a Fortnite or Apex Legends, because I think there's like XP involved and stuff like that. But, you know, if you
actual cash back with Fortnite, actually. So
actually, yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Like if it didn't work with Fortnite because there's actual money.
Yeah,
and not only in Fortnite, but Apex as well.
Yeah, so that exactly. All right. So if you don't complete it in a certain time, those expire, but you can still get the cosmetics. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I mean,
like,
Destiny even has a way to do that. Not a official way to do that, but there is a way to do that. Like even
I don't know,
Destiny.
fear of missing out. Like I used to have it bad with Fortnite. Fear of missing out. I wanted every new skin, oh my gosh, they're collabing with Marvel again. I got to get the such and such skin, whatever new skin they drop for Marvel. Or like when Hulk came out, I was like, and I looked at the skin after the fact. I was like, I don't even really like this skin. I just didn't want to not have it. And like I literally recently just canceled my Fortnite crew thing because I don't have the fear of missing out with games anymore. Like I think Avengers burnt me out with it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I got control of that now. Like if I don't have this certain skin, if I don't have this certain weapon, it's okay. It's all right. And I think if a lot more people thought like that FOMO would not be so prevalent in gaming. That's just my thoughts. You know what I mean? Like the boy Alpha, the hit it did on the hit. Let me see if I can find that comment right now.
With Fortnite and Destiny, for me, for battle passes, I don't give them another thought because, like, I'm going to be playing anyway, so I'm just going to passively get all the stuff. But I'll be the first one to admit, Fortnite Chapter 4 Season 2, I love the gameplay. I love everything they changed, everything they added. I could give a shit less about the battle pass this season.
Yeah, this is a weak battle pass, especially because, like, I don't even like One Piece. And Eren Yeager like that secret skin.
He means Attack on Titan, y'all, but get it.
Me and Jay right now want the same thing in Fortnite.
Ironically, if you look at my like Facebook memories right now, which you can't do, but like 8 years ago today, it's like a picture of me, like my Xbox download screen, downloading Attack on Titan 2. And saying, thank God I didn't spend $60 on this.
Wow. Well, now you get it in Fortnite for free in the battle. Well, not for free, but in the battle pass. There you go.
Yeah. I was going to say something else, though. Gotham Knights, again, we look at Gotham Knights, and what's everybody's big thing now with Gotham Knights? Oh, dead game. But, like, it's a single-player game. So, yeah, you play it once or maybe once with each of the characters and it's done. But, like, everybody now is like, well, why isn't there DLC? You know, and it's like, what do you want?
You cried about it being a live service, and you wanted a one and done Gotham style game. That's what you got.
Yeah, I've like, I don't get it. You know, it just, everybody wants to have their cake and eat it too. You know, that's one of my big frustrating.
I mean,
points.
if you give me a piece of cake and I can't eat it, I'm gonna be upset about that. So,
well,
Yeah,
know.
I've always wanted a different analogy than that.
But
what's
that's
the point
just-
of getting the damn cake?
That's the one that everybody knows. You know what I
I
mean?
got you, bro. I got
So,
you, bro.
Yeah, it's just funny to me because like it's always something, and I felt like Gotham Knights was like the perfect game for that type of model because you have those chapters with each villain, and I thought they'd be able to just add a chapter. You know what I mean?
If they could have, in that game would have had a lot longer lifespan. I guarantee you.
I mean, at the end of the day, I was fine with Gotham Knights model. Like my problems, I've been very transparent with my problems with Gotham Knights, and that was performance. How the game was put together was perfectly fine with me. I had my fun with it. If I get that itch, I can go back and do it again. And the world just keeps right on spinning. The only thing I ever wanted was for them to fix the PC version, because on a brand new, heavily decked out gaming PC, I still move over to the financial district and get 36 frames a second. And it's like, are you kidding me? They still haven't fixed this. So,
well, I mean, I play on the superior consoles, so you know, I've never noticed anything.
you're right. I've spoiled myself with that 6 extra frames. I'm sorry, peasant.
I literally have a $5,000 computer. I would never belittle myself and play video games on it.
You said
Jay is gonna hop right off that throne, walk down the stairs, and just slap the shit out of me.
Johnny Walker, do me a huge favor, bro. Put yourself on the map. Tell people where they can find you and your content at, and all of that good stuff that goes with it, good sir.
For me, it's real easy. Twitch.com/Johnny Rocker. Be watching out for a new album coming soon.
Oh,
Probably going to be seeing a little less of me on Twitch. Got some rock and roll stuff going, but I'm going to be able to talk about it later. Going to be working on a project for a very famous band soon. Can't really say more than that right now, but 9 thumbs up in this band. That's your hint, if you can figure that out. But there you go.
Jay Shotglass, put yourself on the map, good sir.
You can find me at www.youtube.com/SadatTheGamer.
That's actually a fact because on Friday nights they host a show together, so it's not actually a lie. But put yourself on the map, good sir.
If you are going to be at PAX East this week, come say hi. I will be forced to wear a mask, and I'm not happy about it.
Mr. Co-host, put yourself on the map. Tell people where they can find you at and locate your good stuff at, bro.
YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch, all at JCoon Prime.
I would just like to thank you guys for tuning in. This was a great show. I know it was short, it wasn't super lively, but we talked about some good stuff. We got some good things out there. A little bit of Spider-Man 2 news, a little bit of WWE 2K23. What games have you guys been playing and all of that? So let me go ahead and do some roll calling real quick. Nava Flow, thanks for tuning in. Holder Gamer, Sadat the Gamer, All Father Media, Spring Rose, Eastwood, Pewter Odin. Oh, that's my dude right there. El Assad, Cap and Tay. Shoot, there's a lot. Obey 4477. JCoon Prime. Oh, you on the damn panel and the co-host. Why did I say your name? I don't know, but I'm gonna say it again. JCoon
love
Prime.
me that
Take
much.
it back.
QMR Rays, my dude, Q Mr. Rays, Trent Coyote, so many other people, man. Wolfpack guy, all of y'all, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. You could have been anywhere
Shout outs
in
to
the
Johnny's Bird.
world. Yes,
Right.
the
Miss
bird.
Penny, what's up?
Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but you were here rocking with the best, and I appreciate it. Lazy, lay, bon ton, roulette. And that means Let the good times roll. Peace the fudge out, people. What's shaking, people? It's your boy Doomkiller HD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. Let's go! It's the weekly wrap up where we give you the news. Break it down bite size so it's easier to consume. Discussing the hottest game that's out of what's coming soon. Is it real or is rumor? Homie, that's up to you. Fire or trash reaction, live viewers call in. No cap conversation, we going all in. It's the weekly wrap up, so enjoy the show. You now